What is going on, NFL fans, man? Y'all know it is your boy Antoine Smith, and I'm up a little late, a little past midnight in Atlanta, man. And I had to speak on this Shedeur Sanders collusion conspiracy type thing, what Art of Dialogue put on Twitter. And Eric Dickerson, former NFL running back, former of the Rams, Colts, Raiders, Falcons, NFL great, watched him as a kid, actually won an art project in the first grade for doing a project on him. And I remember that just like it was yesterday, and it's been 40 years. But Shedeur Sanders, hot topic. It's going to always be a hot topic as long as he's in NFL royalty. And y'all know who I'm talking about his pop. As long as he got that last name, he's going to be a trending topic. So just get used to it. But Eric Dickerson not going to hold y'all. Actually said this about, and he got it from a source, he says, and a reliable source, about, what happened with Shedeur Sanders. So let's give it a quick listen, man, because this is interesting.
And I heard from someone that's in the NFL that the NFL told other, don't draft him, do not draft him. We're gonna make an example out of him. And this came from a very good source, And he said that, I won't say who, somebody called the Cleveland Browns and said, don't do that. Draft
really?
him. Yep, draft him. Don't do that. Because they weren't going to draft him either. They weren't going to draft him. And I'll tell you this much here, what I heard from someone that's in the NFL.
Now, to me, that's absolutely sickening to hear, because when you look at what has went on in the past with the NFL, and they're really getting past the Colin Kaepernick thing, and they just decided to put in racism in the end zone. But when you think about what's going on with them, when he talks about a collusion, that's just nothing to sneeze at, because when you think about it, man, it's actually disgusting, just like the tweet said. But if you just think about what's been going on with the NFL, can you really say that you're really surprised? But Eric Dickerson, we all know, Hall of Fame running back, he would not lie. And it's really, we know the fix has been in since the beginning, because in pre-draft mock drafts, all the way up until probably February, probably up to March, the month before the draft, about a month before the draft, is when we started hearing these rumors about Shedeur possibly falling down the board. So that was a red flag right there. Then come draft day, we're all waiting for Shedeur. No day one, all day two, and don't forget, 2025 NFL draft was the most viewed draft ever because of Shedeur Sanders. And for them to go this extent, if this is true, this is utterly disgusting. You shouldn't even be able to do stuff like this, man. But again, they're rich billionaires. They run the league, so they control the league at the end of the day. Let's just keep it real. Because we all know teams like the Saints needed a quarterback. You have other teams out here. The Raiders needed a quarterback, but hey, they went Geno Smith. And when you look at it, Tom Brady called himself mentoring Shedeur Sanders, and he still didn't take Shedeur Sanders. So it's been a lot of red flags, man, in this thing from the jump. The Jets lost Aaron Rodgers, signed Justin Fields, still need a backup. Shedeur Sanders is there. Carolina, another team that we had to play in Atlanta. Bryce Young played well at the back half of the schedule, but is he really the future quarterback of the Panthers? That's yet to be seen. So I mean, it's just so many ways you can go with this. 49ers, Brock Purdy, yes, he got a big deal, but did they really want to pay him? Honestly, I don't think so. Seahawks, Sam Darnold, NFL journeyman. He signed a big deal, but we don't know how that's going to turn out. So it's plenty of teams that Shedeur Sanders could have went to. And if y'all look at his stats, man, and I'm looking at his stats right now, he actually set a college football record for completion percentage for a career in Division I at 71.8%. And last year, he threw 477 passes, completed 74%, led the Division I in passing yards at 41.34, touchdowns at 37. Yards a game at 318, and yet he still finished 8th in the Heisman, and he should have finished higher than that. He should have been top 3 probably. But they insult him. They Dylan Gabriel out of Oregon, who had been in college football 6, 7 years. I remember him at UCF, Oklahoma, Oregon. He had similar stats to Shedeur, and he finished third in the Heisman. So he beat out Dylan Gabriel, and Dylan Gabriel still got drafted before Shedeur Sanders. So to say that this is disgusting, that's an understatement. And if they're still taking this out on him because of his father and his last name, it's just not cool, man. So I just feel like um, they need to find a way to make this right, because if they actually told teams not to draft him, what sense do that make? I mean, they can't think for themselves and they can't think for the future of the game. I mean, they trying to say he contaminates the game. It's just something about this that just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't think, honestly, it's going to get any better going forward. And this may end up, backfiring and working against Shedeur Sanders. So Eric Dickerson told y'all he had a source that Shedeur Sanders was colluded against NFL owners, and I'm not surprised, because if they stop, you know, Puff Daddy from buying the Carolina Panthers, and they made good with it with Magic Johnson buying stock in the Washington Commanders, so they find a way to cover up, their dirt one way or another, because Eric Reed, safety, who was with Colin Kaepernick, with the kneeling thing, he did play another season or two, but after that, he was blackballed as well. So, I mean, it's their game. You got to play it their way. But at the end of the day, that don't make it right. Shedeur Sanders does not deserve this. He was one of the best players in the draft in 2025, and they still find a way to collude and try to keep him out the game. So, um, it's just mind-boggling, man, how stuff like this work out, man. But there it is. NFL teams told, do not draft him. We're going to make a jump out of him. Somebody called the Browns and said, don't do that. Don't draft him. And I don't know if that combine interview rubbed in the wrong way, but it just don't make it right, man. And if this is true and they find it to be true, they're gonna have a big lawsuit on their hands, man, because you just don't do things like this. But all Shedeur got to do is keep his head down, keep growing as a quarterback and trying to make his way. But this is a black eye for the NFL, if you believe it or not. But I know Eric Dickerson not gonna lie about stuff like this, because we've seen instances of things like this in the past. And even when it comes to players, you have players with incentives in their contract. I've seen players get taken out to miss their incentives on their contract. So, I mean, it's no surprise. The NFL is the NFL, and the NFL gonna always be the NFL. So, I just hope Shedeur gets a fair chance at some point. But y'all know what to do, man. It's pissed me off. But y'all drop those comments, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon, because it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. It's gonna be all over media airwaves, and trust me, it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. But I'll holler at y'all soon, man. Peace out.